Today I'm going to teach you how to crochet the Tunisian cable stitch. It is much easier than you might believe it is. It is for sure easier than the normal crochet cables, but it's very much related to the knitting cables. You're going to need 2 crochet hooks that are hopefully Tunisian crochet hooks because you need to make sure that the shaft is all throughout the same size. I will crochet the Tunisian cable stitch using the Tunisian knit stitch. So if you've never learned how to do that, check the link in the description. I have a video on how to do the Tunisian knit stitch right there. Also, be sure to stay all the way to the end because I have a little bonus at the end for you that I'd like you to see. Hi, my name is Nikki and I'm the creator of Nikki's Homemade Crafts. So let's get started with the Tunisian cable. So the first thing is make a swatch that has, let's say, 8 to 10 stitches across. I have here a swatch that has 10 stitches across, and we're going to do the cable as 2 times 3. That means 3 stitches each, so 2 sets of them are going to twist. So that's what we're going to do right now. So create your swatch and then come right back here when you're ready to learn the cable stitch. So first I'm just going to crochet 2 Tunisian knit stitches just for the front, and then I also have 2 in the back. Now we're going to create our cables, and by doing so we're going to do a switching of the stitches. That means we're going to skip the first 3. I'm going to do 2 times 3, right? So 3 stitches together, another 3 stitches, as you can see right here, and we're going to switch them around, right? And that's how it creates that twist. So the first 3 stitches we're going to skip, and then we're going to crochet the next 3 stitches. Then we're going to come back to the skipped stitches and then continue with the row. So if you've never done cables before, it's best to use some stitch markers like this and just mark your stitches so you know exactly which ones are the ones you skipped and which ones are the ones you didn't. But you need to make sure that you know exactly how your stitches look like. So it's very important that you're familiar with Tunisian knit stitches because you got to know, okay, how does my stitch look like if I need to insert my hook into them so it can actually create my stitches. So now let's start. We're going to skip these 3 stitches right here, and we're going to go to the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. We're going to simply move this over. We're going to do 3 stitches in Tunisian knit stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're going to have our 3 stitches right here, and we skipped our stitches, right? So we're now going to ignore this crochet hook right here, just going to let it hang there, and we're going to grab our second one. So now let's crochet our 3 skipped stitches. So we have here skipped stitch 1, 2, and 3. We marked them with our stitch markers, but you don't technically have to do that if you can identify your stitches very well. So we're going to use now our second crochet hook. We're going to insert our hook into those stitches one by one, and we're going to crochet them as normal. But you have to kind of pull your yarn over, and it's going to make it slightly difficult to insert your hook and kind of pick up your stitches, right? So just be aware that it's a little bit challenging to do so, which is why it's so important to identify your stitches properly. But once you have done your 3 stitches, you're good to go, right? There we go. We have our 3 stitches. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move them over, and this is why it's so important to have a crochet hook that is a Tunisian crochet hook, because you can simply move them over. And now we're going to do what we normally do for a knitting version of this. We're going to move our stitches over to our primary crochet hook. So literally just slide them over, all 3 of them, onto our crochet hook. There we go. Now we can put our secondary to the side and pretend it doesn't even exist. And now we're going to just finish up our normal stitches of this row. Okay, 1 and 2. There we go. So we have now all our stitches on our hook. We're now going to finish it up by going our reverse row. So yarn over, pull through 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2 every single time. So that can be a little bit challenging And there you go. So now we twisted our stitches. We can now remove our stitch markers. There we go. Now it's important that you continue crocheting and do about 3 to 4, maybe 5 rows in between your cable. So I'm going to show you now how to identify your stitches after you did your twist. You're simply going to insert your hook into your stitch just per usual, right? So the first 2 are normal. So now it's important that you see your stitches, right? There's here 1, 2, and 3. And then over here we have 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do those ones as Tunisian knit stitches, right? So simply insert your hook, pull up a loop, go to the next one, insert your hook, pull up a loop, insert your next one. And now we go to the other 3, right? 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to do our last 2. 1. And over here, we, as per usual, we always go through 2. And there we go. And now you're just going to do your reverse row. So once you have finished that, you can see that the cable appears a lot better now. So you're now going to just continue on crocheting as you normally do until you have your next cable, which you're going to do exactly the same way. So here you can see I did 1, 2, and 3. And don't worry if there's a little bit of a curl here. You just can block this out, right? Either wet blocking or steam blocking, depending on which yarn you used. Now it's time for you to practice. Go ahead and rewatch the video if you need to do so as many times as you like until you get how to do the Tunisian cables. I also promised you a bonus, so here we go. This is how you can crochet normal crochet cables. So what does that mean? Well, that means you can use front post and back post stitches to create cables using normal crochet stitches. Not Tunisian, right? This is Tunisian and this is normal crochet stitches. So if you would like to learn how to do just that, I have a video for you at the end of this video. You will see it pop up. And if you don't, go ahead and check the link down below in the description. I put the video link right there for you so you can learn how to crochet perfect cables using crochet stitches. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to crochet Tunisian cables. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the little bell to get a notification the next time I publish a new video. I hope to see you next time. Bye!